Folks, for as long as I can remember, I've been fishing with Captain Mike Patterson out on Lake Erie. Mike was the first mate for Captain Paul for many years, now runs his own guide service. Mike also a pioneer of the ice fishing out on Lake Erie, and I consider him to be one of the best guys to fish with out there. Mike Patterson, our Lake Erie charter captain. Hey Mike, I see you haven't gotten a haircut.
Not yet.
How long is that going to grow?
Till my wife says it has to go.
Well, it's kind of like the Neanderthal look. I kind of like it. Maybe I should try that.
Keeps me warm when I'm on the ice.
Hey, yeah, before we talk about ice fishing, I don't think a lot of folks realize that late November and December, if Lake Erie is open, is a great time for trophies, isn't it?
It's great if you can get the weather to cooperate to get in a boat or even casting from shore. The guys on shore are starting to get the big ones just from the rocks now. So
now, what areas can guys cast from shore and catch big walleyes?
there's a lot of areas between Lakeside, Catawba, Marblehead, even the piers down at Vermilion, Huron, Lorain, Cleveland, anywhere you can get on a pier, any of the major towns. They move up there to the lights at night. They chase the shad up there to the lights, and they catch them right at the bank.
Big crankbaits?
Big crankbaits, big F-14s, great big shad-looking baits, rattle traps, anything that's really big-bodied.
Now, again, what area that in relation between Toledo and Cleveland?
More from Port Clinton to Cleveland. Any of the rocky shorelines there, any of the piers, any of the marinas that are right on the lake, as long as there's deep water coming up close, they move up there right after dark.
Now, if you can get a boat in the water this time of year, can you troll those shallow waters at night?
Yes, that's what we're doing most of the time is catching and trolling. If it's clean enough and the waves aren't getting us too bad, yeah.
I want to mention you guys have had a ton of wind down there in November, and the water has been quite muddy. But if it does clear up, you and I have done this before, gone out to the islands and trolled for walleyes. That's a great system too, huh?
All of December, clear till it ices up. I mean, it's the same fish we're catching through the ice just before the ice gets there. So.
And yeah, that's interesting. Are the perch done?
No, they're still going. The water hasn't got down to that magic number. It seems like once it dips below 40, they really slow down. So here for another couple weeks until it gets way down there. We're in the low 50s right now, so we still got a couple weeks of good perch fishing.
And where do you look for the perch?
Bait fish. We're just in the mud flats around the island, around the reefs. You see clouds of bait fish, the perch are going to be right behind them. They don't grow fast for no reason. They're eating every day. So.
Okay, we've had a pretty cold fall, and you and I, man, your favorite thing and my favorite thing to do is ice fish on Lake Erie. And last year, I think we got out there the second week in January. But if that holds and we do get out there again in early January, tell the folks what that is like. It's incredible, isn't it?
It's incredible, and we've had. Now they're saying our last 3 hatches in a row have been near record number hatches. We've got more walleye in the lake than even back in the 80s when they call the glory years. We've got way more walleye in the system than we had back then. So this year and moving forward for the next 8-10 years, it should be better than we've ever seen.
Now, do you have openings for ice fishing? I know you're the busiest ice captain out there.
Yeah, we do have some openings. The last couple years, not having much ice, a lot of guys don't rebook, and because we haven't had ice very much for 3 years, so there's some openings to go, but once we get word that there's ice, it fills up quick. So.
And Mike, really, truly, that is one of my favorite things in the world to do is ice fish on Erie. If guys don't hire a guide, well, first of all, there's the safety aspect, right? That's a treacherous body of water.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years ago, we had the best ice we've ever had, so everybody got used to just coming down here and fishing, and it's not always like that. Most years, it's like it was last year. You really got to pick a good path, and day to day it changes. It's unlike anything else I've ever fished as far as really needing to know what's happening day by day to be safe.
And I tell people about Lake Erie, if you're going to go with a guide, because how many machines have you put through over the years?
Oh, quite a few. I could probably count on both hands if I had to, but it'd be close.
But that's what you're doing when you're trying to you GPS a path before you take anybody out.
Yeah, I go out there before it's all safe. I look to see the last holes to freeze so I can see what hasn't frozen, so I know when it does freeze, what the thin ice is. You'll find some areas out there where the current doesn't allow it to freeze, so you know to always stay away from that the rest of the year. You'll see that those last places to freeze are also the first places to open back up. So, yep.
Yeah, that is interesting. So if folks come down and ice fish with you, what do they need to bring?
Warm clothes and a fishing license.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
All right. Well, hey, I'm either going to get to open water fish with you in mid to late December, or I'll be down for the ice.
Sounds good. I'll be shooting ducks in the meantime.
Hey, he's looking pretty good there with the snow on the old beard there, Mike.
There we go.
I'm bringing his scissors. I'm going to cut your hair.
We'll talk about that.
All right. Thanks, Mike Patterson. Good to talk to you, buddy.
Talking to you.
All right, man.